They're just an
Yeah.
extension of us. They just can't reproduce. They did something, and whatever they might have did
They,
enabled them to where they can't reproduce, but we're still part of their DNA, the reptilian.
yeah,
We have a reptilian side of our brain. We have all
we do.
this
We have a
DNA.
reptilian brain and a mammal brain.
Yeah. This is even more
Yeah,
tripped out. Check this out. Check this out. And I
yeah,
tell people, I used to be a history teacher. Check this out. I
yeah.
said, if you don't believe the shit we're talking about, look at your history books. And let's use a prime example. Let's look at the Greeks. Let's look at Greek mythology for a minute. Let's look
Yeah.
at the Troy fight, the Battle of
Yep.
Troy, when the gods was on Mount Olympus.
Yeah.
I said, think about it. You know where I'm going with this. Think about it. The humans being controlled by the god. And I tell people, if you're looking at history, they're writing what they see and they're interpreting it the best way they know how. Let's get real. Ain't nobody going up on the motherfucking Mount Olympus. There's no house on Mount Olympus, but you said they have a shimmering palace, blah, 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 blah. And Mount Olympus, all of a sudden the guys took off after the war.
Yeah, exactly, because they're telling us that these beings are really always here, watching over
Yeah.
us. And I learned this a while ago, that our world has been manipulated by higher dimensional being, because we're in a third dimension. So the beings in the fourth dimension were able to look down and manipulate our entire world. And they've been doing it, like you were saying about the time. At one point, they did change time also in 2012, because what they were doing, they were using a project called Project Looking Glass to look into the future. The government has all this information on their website. They were using a project, powerful advanced technology to look into the future through quantum computers. And they were able to basically manipulate the time through doing stuff, manipulate our reality. That's why people had that Mandela effect about Mandela dying and then not dying. All of that was the occurrence of all of this. So they kept manipulating our time with these advanced technology that they got from advanced civilization, advanced beings, gave it to them. They were supposed to give it to us to help us. They took it and took advantage of it. So they manipulated the time until 2012. Up until 2012, God came back into the picture and bottle nosed the timeline back down one timeline again. Because what they were doing, they were splitting the timelines and pushing us into different timelines. All of that changed. Now we're back on the correct timeline now. And they can never do it again, because we have the power to shift to whichever we prefer.
I know people are like, what the hell is going on today on the Andre The Beast Crayton show? We're waking you up. We're trying to wake you up, people. Yeah. We're leaving breadcrumbs is what we're doing. We're leaving breadcrumbs. And I tell people, the easiest way to get information is simple. They give it to you right on television. It's easy as hell.
They do.
They give it to you right there. Watch movies like Cloud Atlantis. Watch The Matrix. Watch The Terminator. You know, these things are encoded. I mean, people don't even know what The Terminator is about. I said, that's the Bible.
Yeah, they were telling us. The lady that wrote it, I forgot her name. A sister wrote both those movies. They're both.
I know her. Yeah, she's coming on Sophia. She's coming on my show. Yeah.
Amazing, man. She wrote powerful. She wrote those.
She's deep, man. Look. I'm scared of her. When I talk to her on the phone, dude, she says, Andre, you know exactly what the Matrix is.
Yes.
I said, I really don't. Then I got the download. I said, Neil is Christ. Yeah. John the Baptist, which is played by Morpheus. And I just start going, son of a bitch. I said, this is crazy. She said, Dre, you know what it is. You've been knowing what it is.
Yeah. We all know what it is. We just made ourselves forget so we can remember. But the Matrix.
What she said. She said, it's about us and our ability to be gods, pretty much.
Yes, that's what we are. We're definitely gods having an experience, but we couldn't come into physical reality with all our powers available. We had to make ourselves forget that we had powers just as to have a physical experience. Because if we came in with all the power, we will know that this world isn't real. We will know that the world is a projection of our consciousness. That's what makes the Matrix. The Matrix is us creating it. It's come from our mind. It's a mind matrix.